Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Social media is a very popular method for communicating these days, but should it be allowed in the workplace? In order to address this question, we first need to define what is social media. Social media is defined as a category of media through which people talk, participate, share, network, and bookmark online. Social media is quick and highly effective when it comes to communicating. You can reach hundreds of people within seconds. Being from England is a great way for me to reach my family and friends without paying costly, long-distance phone bills, and I don't have to worry about the time zone because I can post something and somebody can look at their leisure. I also can post from anywhere. I can post from the car, the grocery store, waiting in line to take a final. I can use Facebook 24/7. Twitter is a social media site and it currently has 110 million users and is estimated that about 300,000 people sign up to use Twitter daily. Facebook, which I just mentioned, has over 500 million users and that is worldwide. It was originally founded in 2004 as a student directory at Harvard, and then it was so successful that it ended up going public in 2006. Facebook was introduced to the public for their use and is now just exploded worldwide. Facebook's global membership expanded from 350 million to 500 million in just 7 months. This figure represents over 7% of the world's population. It is also has a user base double the size of the world's third most populated country. Over the half of these users log into Facebook daily and post things and read what their friends have posted. Social media is great for recruitment. Job openings can be advertised through Facebook and is a great way for employers to see what their potential employees' temperament is like. Often hiring decisions are made based off of people's Facebook posts, whether you guys know this or not. And some people are not hired because of the things that they write on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. So just a little FYI. Facebook is great for looking for referrals. So if I need a doctor or a surgeon, I can just ask my friends, do I know this particular doctor or surgeon and how good are their services? And I can get immediate response. Using social media as a tool is really helpful for businesses because they can reach a body of people and take a random sample size of the general population just through accessing Facebook and using it to determine who and what they should market. Those who use Facebook on their mobile phone are on it double than those who do not use it on a mobile phone, and the average Facebook user has approximately 130 Facebook friends, is connected to an average of 80 community pages, groups, and events, and creates an estimated 90 pieces of content each month. So the average person's posting about 90 posts a month. So it is crazy just how much time is spent on these social media sites, and therefore how much time is being spent on social media in the workplace, because we know that it's accessible 24/7 and that people truly are hard users. So how is this impacting the workplace? In Taiwan, a study showed that people under the age of 22 were more addicted to Facebook than people over the age of 22, and that the addiction was greater for those people who had an account that was open less than 6 months. It also showed that people use Facebook more at work than they do at home. As social media increases, there are more posts on social media regarding workplace grievances. And so employers are finding that people are posting things that they don't like about their job or posting grievances about the company they work for or with co-workers. What was once a conversation between friends and family when you had a problem with somebody has now become public, and people are using Facebook to call people out. And that's not a good thing for the reputation of companies. And another issue is that a company's brand can be destroyed because of social media. Domino's is an example of this. Domino's had some employees making pizza for a customer or a couple of customers, and they decided to do unethical and disgusting things whilst making the customer's pizza, and then they videoed it and stuck it on YouTube. And so Domino's had to work very hard at establishing their brand after an incident like that. We know that social media is an everyday part of our lives and that it is going to be in the workplace. And so how do we stop people from using social media as a negative thing? Well, we can enforce a social media policy. We can say that employees cannot use it, but there are actually laws in place that prohibit employers from stopping social media use in the workplace. So Do we just tell the employees that they cannot use it while they're on work time? Well, we could actually just say, you know what, we are mature adults, and as honest LDS people, we should know when it's appropriate to use social media and when it's not. And should we really be billing our work for hours that are not worked, hours spent on social media? No, we shouldn't. Or should employers be putting timers and cameras in the workplace to know what's going on? These are all questions up for consideration, but some sort of social media policy needs to be in place because employers are losing hundreds and hundreds of hours per month to employees' use on Facebook. So my argument is that a social media policy is needed in the workplace that will benefit both employees and the employer. At this point, I do not have a suggestion on what it is, but a social media policy, it needs to be implemented in the workplace.